Thank you, Sam. All right, this morning's Fun Sham is a call to a sheriff in Tennessee. Makes me a little nervous. Hyram D. Walker makes the call. The sheriff's daughter, Kelsey, has set him up, by the way. Sherriff Logan, this is Hyram Walker. I need some help this morning.
What can I do for you?
Well, it involves that Jack Daniels place.
Uh-huh.
Are they supposed to serve drinks when you go out there?
I'm not sure what they do.
Because we're in a dry county, right?
Right.
So I don't believe they can serve no alcohol.
I think they may have a special tasting or something like that they've got legislation passed on where they can do that.
Well, what I'm calling about, Sheriff, if I just tell you about my wife, Sally Jean, and went out there with some people that she didn't want to go, but some of them wanted to go over there and tour that thing. And they did, and she come home, and she said she asked for an iced tea. And when she got home, I could tell something was wrong, and she was drunker than Cooter Brown.
Huh. What did you say your name was?
Hiram Walker. My wife is Sally Jean Walker. Somebody in your family knows her, and our nickname, we call her Bug Eyes. But anyway, she come in, and I said, "What's wrong with you?" And she's all just tore up, and she's already on nervous medicine, and she said to ask for an iced tea, and whatever she had up there at that place, Jack Daniels place, just tore her up, and we had to go to church that night, and she got to giggling and just embarrassed us in front of the preacher and the choir director and everybody else.
Huh.
So I want you to go over there and see what you can do about it.
Well, if they've got special legislation passed where they can have a tasting over there, there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, if they don't, though, now, we need to shut her down. I'm going to be honest with you, Sheriff. Sheriff, I'm about ready to go out there and whoop somebody's hind end over this. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm upset about it, Sheriff.
Okay, that's fine.
So will you look into it for me?
I certainly will.
Well, here's the thing about it, too. That night, the preacher...
What's your phone number?
I couldn't hear you. I say that night, the preacher at our church is talking about alcohol anyway, and said we ought to get our hands on it in the dry county, and if we find any, we ought to just go pour it in the river. And then Sally Jean got to giggling because the next song she's supposed to sing was "Shall We Gather at the River?" And so anyway, that's the thing that just upset us about it. And she went to giggling up there in the choir loft, and everybody got to looking. And and she said to me, she said, "Well, baby, all I had was an iced tea over there at the Jack Daniels." But she said once that hit me, she said she went to sweating and turned red in her cheeks and everything else. So I don't know what I ought to do about it. I mean, is it something we ought to look into?
Well, give me your phone number.
When you call, if you don't get me, I want you to go ahead and talk to somebody else, okay?
All right.
I want you to talk to Kelsey Logan. We talk to Kelsey Logan.
Yeah, I know Kelsey.
Sheriff.
I know who this is.
And your daughter said that she's the baby, and she has been picked on her whole life, and she said, "Would you please phone Sham my dad, the sheriff?"
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know exactly who it is.
What do you have to say to her after this phone call?
I don't know. Ain't much telling.
Ain't much telling?
No, that's a pretty good trick.
Well, we enjoyed it.
I'd give Kelsey that one.
And, hey, if you ever need any help learning to shoot that gun you carry, I ought to come up here and help you because I'm an expert on that.
Okay, well, you can come over and qualify for me. How's that?
I guarantee it.
The Steve Shannon Morning Show. Mornings on 95.3 The Bear.